Some private ambulance companies say the pandemic could actually put them out of business. They did receive a small amount of government assistance, but they say that quickly ran out. Tonight, 25 News reporter Abby Loring is shedding some light on what could happen to these ambulance providers who so many of us depend on.
Many private EMS services are struggling across the country due to higher expenses for medical gear and safety precautions during a global pandemic. The impact of the COVID-19 virus among ambulance services can even be felt right here in Central Texas. Over the past 9 months, first responders and ambulance services have dealt with far more than just the coronavirus.
Across the nation, the frontline providers are feeling it, and it's starting to come back up, so the volume's coming back up on them, so it's getting busy again for them.
Right now the call volume is about normal, but the acuity of the calls are much higher. We've seen a much higher incidence of cardiac arrest. We've seen a lot of domestic violence. We've seen a lot of things that you might expect when people are under a lot of stress. Then you've got the fact that 20%, 25% of the call volume patients might have the coronavirus.
Due to COVID-19, a lot of private ambulance services are providing medical treatment to patients on the spot if they can be treated without being taken to the emergency room. This is to protect medical providers and not overload the hospitals. But EMS only gets paid if patients are transported to the hospital.
If we don't transport, generally there's no payment for that because we didn't transport. So by us trying to do the right thing in Waco, in Fort Worth, anywhere in the country, and there are many agencies doing it now, by us navigating patients to the right location of care, the hospitals are benefiting, the patients benefiting, the payers are benefiting. The only organizations that are getting hurt by that protocol is the ambulance service.
Add on to that the higher expenses of more PPE, and many private ambulance companies are struggling to stay afloat.
Hospitals are full. A lot of them are full nowadays with potential COVID patients. So yeah, it's been a struggle. For the majority of ambulance services, small local businesses, rural areas and stuff. And with the reimbursement that was received, approximately $4,500, equal to about $4,500 per ambulance. But when you look at the cost, that's probably more that we needed $43,000, $45,000 per ambulance.
Back in January, we used about 10 N95 masks per day doing 350 calls. And those N95 masks cost us 67 cents. Today, we're using 200 to 250 a day because everybody's wearing N95 masks. And oddly, they're costing us $3.50.
As a part of the CARES Act, private ambulance services did receive a small portion of funds for relief, but it was still a much lower amount than hospitals and nursing homes. Matt did tell me a way you can help is to continue to donate N95 masks and PPE gear to your local hospitals and ambulance services. Reporting in Waco, I'm Abby Loring, 25 News.